What up, YouTube? It's your man, Beefy Big Guns. We out here! Woo! Fucking ain't bad. I breathe it in. I got the boys with me in the boat. Not my boat, his boat. We're already on Lake Trout. They caught the walleyes before I even got here. Cold as ice. We're gonna get some more lake trout today. Let's go. Jason is hooked up here. Hopefully it's not another carp.
Feels decent. Illegal. Looks like head shoots here. Let's see what we got.
We're just vertical jigging with gulps on. And we're finding a few lake trout here and there. That's a legal one for sure. Nice fish, bro.
Yeah, buddy. You got the rod? There you go.
Hook popped out there.
Oh, nice. Good deal.
That's what all the fuss is about, boys.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Slimy, too.
Oh, yeah. Good thing you got the gloves on, boss.
I'm going to slide this over out of the way.
Yep.
Yeah, the glove is... We know he's good, huh?
Oh, that's plenty. Yeah, that's plenty.
Almost 20, 19 and a half.
Nice fatty, though.
Yeah.
Beauty eater. Nice work, my dude.
Hell yeah. Got in there now. Meat box.
That's 3 in the meat box, including that one. And still the walleyes from before that the boys caught in the middle of the night. That's called doing it. That is called doing it. We out here. Providing for the clan. That's one apiece now. Let's go. 3 more to a limit. Let's go.
Here, I'll take this. All right, Abe, down him.
What
do you got here?
Little lake trout. But we're catching again.
Flip him in.
Just switch spots.
I don't think he's quite legal though. Just moved. You got on him.
Just found him again. Little lake trout going back in. He's not legal. Ooh, they are some stinky bastards. What up, YouTube? We're in the kitchen now. You saw a little lake trout action there. And, you know, it's a little informal. Definitely not trying to just create a TV show. Definitely trying to hang with the boys. Shout out to Joe and Jason. Awesome time yesterday, guys. But I got some lake trout to clean up. And... you know, the last thing you're going to have seen me said before this cut is that these are some stinky bastards. They're oily, they stink. The only thing to do with them is smoke them, in my opinion. And so, if you don't want to see another video of me smoking lake trout, then you can click on the one before. Check out Chinese green beans. Anyway, I'm going to set up a camera and film some of the butchering that I'm doing right now. I am going to do certain things different on this batch. I wasn't very happy with how I did the big fish from ice fishing way back then. These are smaller fish, so I'm going to be able to hang them in the smoker. And a lot of what I didn't like about the first batch that I did was that they were like sitting sideways and stuff, and not necessarily getting the juice stripped off of them, like out of the interior of the cavity. And so I'm definitely going to work on that this time and try to improve how I did with the smoking. Additionally, I'm going to take a drill and clean a drill, and I'm going to drill through the tail and hang the fish in there like that. But first thing you're going to see here is the head coming off. And then I'm going to take that little knife right there, and I'm going to cut little pinholes in the flesh on the side so more brine can get in there and more smoke can get in there. And that is the beginnings of what I'm doing different with these. I'll probably use some kind of fruit wood again. We'll cover that when we get there. But yeah, back to lake trout and smoking. These are really nice fish for it. Head comes off first. Alright fam, I made a super simple broth with just a bunch of salt and brown sugar and an onion and some water. So I'm taking that over to put it over the fish. Hoping the onion will keep it weighed down a little bit. Okay, cool. That's a win. I'm going to let those sit in the fridge for at least a couple hours. Alright squad, I didn't really do much since I talked to you last. The fish sat in the brine and brined in the fridge for about 6 hours. That's longer than last time, and I thought it could be saltier last time. Let the fish hang and dry for a minute, and then now what I'm doing is getting the smoking process going. This thing was running too hot. I have it set at 180. It was running at 200. I did start it at 200, so maybe this pan just kind of got up to temperature. I'm letting it air out. I'm going to close it up again, keep her going. Applewood, fish hanging. All I did there was get some plastic line and put it through the tail of the fish and tie it up on top. I would want this fish to be hanging straight up and down like that. I didn't like how it was all curled up and weird last time. It sucked. So, yeah, we're going to close this up, keep her smoking. So, whatever, like, you could have been trying to take as advice about smoking fish, just disregard completely what I was just talking about in those last sections. Because smoking that fish turned into an absolute freak show last night. It was really, really bad. And while I kinda ripped into this one today, because it's actually tasty, it was not, in the end, looking like anything that I would put on a table and proudly say, hey, look what I created there. Well, why don't you look at that? The messed up, the bent tail. No, I had this stuff refrigerating. It's actually really good. So what do? Think about it a little bit. I mean, the fish is good, so we should use the fish. The presentation just can't be with the big old strip out on the table. So I'm gonna peel the fish off the bones and make it into some dip. Yes! You know, coming into fall, I don't know, something about the Oktoberfest beers, something about like the Oktoberfest beers or whatever. I'm just ready for all the German stuff that I can ever get my hands on. So I'm making a German-influenced trout dip. That's what I'm going to do with it. So I'm going to pick some fish off bones. I already have onions going here that I'm going to caramelize and then chop one more time and let them cool down. I'm going to throw some dill in. I'm going to throw some sauerkraut in there and cubed up little fresh cucumbers. Mayonnaise, sour cream. I got some Dusseldorf mustard in there. That seems like that makes sense. I don't see how it's going to be bad. It's going to be German influenced and it's going to be like something to smear onto a Ritz cracker. So I'm going to put that together. See how it looks in the end and how it tastes. It's a total experiment. But I mean, look at these fish. They're janky. I'm never going to make that into something pretty. So it's time to break it down. Smoked trout. Sauerkraut and cucumber. Dill. Worcestershire. Mayonnaise. Dusseldorf mustard. Sour cream. Smoked paprika. Black pepper. Let's see what we get. Alright fam, made the dip, time for the face hit. Let's hope it's any good. Big huge mountain of it. We'll see if it's any good. Face hit time. It's Germany. I taste the dill and I taste the mustard. And of course the smoked fish. And the fresh cucumber adds a really nice little bit of bite to it. Like I like that little crunch in there on this one. So that's pretty good. And you know, I actually was debating keeping the onions out of it, but I'm going to add those in for a bit more texture too. It's really good. I would totally recommend this. So at the end of the day, you know, smoking the fish, don't take my advice on that. Making some German trout dip? Yes, do it. Right now. We out here. Catch you on the next one.